This debate has nothing, well, I wouldn't say nothing to do. It's an offshoot. I don't see it as having anything to do with Creepshow art. I don't know whether she's guilty or innocent. I haven't been particularly impressed with anything I've seen. But that being said, I find it really interesting that you were unable to use one of Emily's points to
because that wasn't my point. You completely, and I was going to ask you first and foremost, like, you completely missed my point. What me and Nick were discussing was that he was an asshole, that he was callous, flippant. And he conceded that point. He conceded. So
well, I mean,
that was the whole point.
He conceded being an asshole, but you also, like, so you could see, this is kind of my whole point. If he's an asshole, what does that have to, first of all, how does that increase your value as a debater, as someone who's trying to be a journalist?
We weren't having a debate.
I'm talking now. You were having a debate because you claimed victory.
No, we weren't.
Yes, you were. You claimed victory.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I said I was right. I said I was right.
You said you won.
I won in the sense that
No. You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. You can't say you won something and say it wasn't a debate, because that's an argument of convenience.
I won because I was right. My whole point was that he was an asshole. He admitted that that's his shtick. That's what he was trying to do. That's what he was intending to do, and he was successful at it.
But you didn't. But here's the thing. You didn't help Emily's cause whatsoever. Her video isn't any better because Nick's an asshole, and you did a lot more than that. Yeah, I mean, it's just saying, okay, somebody's an asshole. Anybody? That's like, what does that mean?
Do you not agree that it is absolutely asshole behavior and unnecessary if you're not going to watch the entire video?
You interrupted him.
How dare you? How dare you weigh in on it? How dare you weigh in on it?
That's a completely bad faith argument because you came in and
how is that a bad faith argument?
Let me finish. You're not letting me talk. You said you want to have a conversation. You came in at the point where he was going to finish the video, so he had finished up until everything in the last 30 minutes. And
what do you
mean?
Said, I came in.
I'm talking. Yeah, then you talk. That's how it works. You said that you missed the meat and potatoes of the entire entire video, but you couldn't bring up one potato.
Because that's not what we were arguing.
You keep doing. You couldn't bring up one.
That is not what we were arguing. Him and I were not sitting there.
You basically tell him that he's not entitled. You were telling him that he was not entitled.
Nope, never said that. Point me where I said that he was not entitled to anything. I said he was an asshole for making a snap judgment before finishing the video.
Well, he didn't.
You disagree with that?
No. That's a completely bad faith argument because he didn't finish the video.
How is it a bad faith
because he didn't finish the video because of you.
How?
You're omitting that one part. You didn't finish the video because he was watching the video. He paused the video and talked to you. How dishonest is that?
What happened.
How dishonest?
Are you okay?
This is exactly what happened.
Are you all right?
You were being. Is that what you're gonna do?
Are you okay?
No, it doesn't work that way.
I streamed 24 hours later.
I can't get a word in edgewise because you're a completely dishonest arbiter of this. And this is what I'm saying. I don't think anybody should trust you. You believe absolutely everything that's full of
my stream? You are seriously trying to argue that it's my fault he didn't finish? My stream came 24 hours later.
You can't, when he's in the stream was him watching the video, rocket scientist.
I'm not talking about the stream. I'm talking about
You just criticized him for not watching the video. He paused the video to talk to you. I mean, this is really dishonest. A lot more dishonest than I expected.
I was reading his tweets on screen. Then someone appeared in chat and said, Nick wants to talk to you. I was reading his tweets from 24 hours prior.
But he got everything. That's when he got everything for the last 30 minutes.
That's
so
when
your entire argument to discredit him is you're mean.
I'm not trying to discredit him.
No, let me finish. I know you're mean. You shouldn't say that. You're not allowed just because
That's not what I said. Nope, not what I said at all.
So your entire argument was he was an asshole. I mean, what kind of argument is that?
Yes.
That's simplistic. It's stupid. And here's another thing.
My argument.
Here's another thing.
And he agreed.
Christ, you said that I was completely dishonest the way I went. What did I say that was dishonest?
Dude, you have a problem.
What did I say that was dishonest?
Everything that you were criticizing or accusing me
We're being specific here. You're not going to be able to play this game.
Let's put the video on screen. Let's put it on screen and watch it together.
Certainly.
Okay.
Now, he said it's a reaction to reaction to a reaction.
Okay,
what
but
did
guess
I
what?
say
You have a
that
problem
was
with your memory.
Untrue?
You have a problem with your memory.
What did I? No, we're not doing that.
You have a problem with dishonesty.
What did I say that it was untrue? And this is exactly what I'm talking about.
Let's put the video on.
The video. What did I say that was untrue? Do you not remember?
We'll watch the video.
What did I say that wasn't true?
I absolutely do remember, but because you are so dishonest,
you're chickening out. What did I say that was untrue? That's a simple question.
You don't want it playing on screen. You don't want it playing on screen because you don't want want people
money,
to
I guess,
see
You're
it.
just talking over me.
No,
Oh,
you're
boomer
talking
memory,
over
exactly.
me.
And I'm fucking 10 years older.
All you're doing is screaming
What did I lie about?
nonsensical
What did I say?
Let's get it on screen and I'll show you.
Here's what I'm accusing you of.
Let's get it on screen and I'll show you.
No, here's what I'm accusing you of.
Get it on screen and I'll show you.
Give me the link. You'll be able to hear it on my end, by the way. No, I think I didn't do anything dishonest. I think you know it. I think you were being dishonest.
Did you watch my stream where I reacted to a video?
And you literally say nothing the entire time other than you're mean.
I never said that at all.
Oh, come on. I mean, Jesus Christ. Are we gonna play semantic here?
Aren't we talking about what occurred in the video?
No,
that's what I'm talking about.
You and how dishonest you are.
Where have I been dishonest at all? It is you. You have a problem with reality.
In this conversation, you said there was no debate and you won it.
You are delusional. You're incredibly.
So all you have is an ad hominem? That's all you have. That's all you have. You're this. I mean, I could call you. I mean, I could just call you names. I could say you're drunk. I could sit there and say you're dishonest.
You're dishonest.
I'm dishonest,
you have a
but
problem
you can't
with
explain
reality.
why. So I
you
could
also
say
have
you're
a
a meth
really
head.
bad memory.
Like if I say you're a meth head, if I say you're a meth head, do I win the argument? If I say you're a complete idiot, do I win the argument?
No, because I'm not a child. I'm talking
that's all you're
reality.
doing. By the way, that's all you're doing to me. You're dishonest. No explanation.
Because Tommy, you are. Let's put it on screen and I'll show you.
Because you sound like a child. You're sitting there calling me a fucking child, and you can because you are.
I'm saying put it on screen.
What do you want?
Let's watch it.
What part?
I DM'd it to you, Tommy.
Go to my stream and just start at the portion where I start reacting to you.
It's timestamped. I DM'd it to you.
Got it.
With Nicholas Diorio decided to react. I remember what occurred. You don't my live stream from yesterday. No.
Can you hear it? That's the problem.
No.
Doing it this way. Hang on a second.
Ooh, you just disconnected, Tommy.
That's a lot of money.
It says devices not connected. Whatever you did disconnected us.
Well, I can still hear you.
Tommy, you got to come back. You got disconnected somehow.
Audio.
Dude,
Okay,
he's so dishonest.
How do
He's like,
holy shit, she's talking shit about you while we can hear it, and she can't hear us.
No video file. Share.
And men say women are over. Yo, he's so emotional.
Check.
Here, he's
One,
back. Hold on, let me add him. Yo, you there?
Yes, and I think I can switch this so you can hear what's on my end. Yeah, and I'm dying to see what I said that was dishonest because I honestly believe that you don't have an idea in the world.
Dude, I painted it out pretty well.
But you don't even remember, do you?
Yeah, I do. You don't. And it needs to be on screen so people can see.
Hey, it's not my responsibility to find out what I said the honest. You made the allegation. You have to come forth and sit there and say what it was.
I'm going to. I'm going to.
How about this? You made it up.
What I make up?
What you made it up that I was dishonest? You just completely made it up. And this is why.
Put it on screen.
This is why you start.
Dude, you are being dishonest. Therefore, it must be on
What did I do
screen.
that was dishonest? You meth head.
We're gonna watch together.
All right, let me test this.
What about ad hom again?
Exactly.
I
Can
only
you hear
watch.
yourself? Can you hear yourself?
Watched a small amount. And shout out to Kylie.
Can you hear yourself clearly?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Kylie. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Can you tell me phonetically so I don't keep mispronouncing it if I am? Ew, fast forward. Shout out to you.
Where?
No, I said fast forward.
Why do I have to hold up my whole stream to remind you of what you said? You made an allegation and you have no idea where I was dishonest whatsoever.
Yes, I do. Play it so you can see it.
Where? Then tell me where.
So you can see it. You need to see it. You're being dishonest. You need to remind yourself.
I'm being dishonest. Jesus Christ, that's all you have. You repeat the same thing over and over again.
Because that's all that matters. I live in reality.
You repeat yourself over and over again and can't make a point. That was my whole point. You can't make a point. You can't argue with anybody without sitting there saying they're deplorable or going to, oh, wow, you're mean.
My point. You keep trying to attribute shit to me that I've never said.
What?
I've never said to me.
What? Name one thing.
Play the goddamn video.
Where?
Ask her for a timestamp.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, something where?
Here, I'll give you a timestamp. 128:26. Go with that.
Yeah, okay.
Do that.
Probably doesn't even know what that means.
I got timestamps. I'll start calling out timestamps.
128:18. I got. Here we go. This is not Emily herself. It's a defender.
Have you watched it yet?
Absolutely not. I was watching it on stream, and now here I am. I haven't.
Of course, it's emotionally, it's unwatchable if you're emotionally bankrupt. If you don't care, if you don't want to care, then just say that.
So you're just an ad hominem. I don't know what this has to do with me being dishonest. So you're just whatever you want to be, just write out the name, emotionally bankrupt, bad person, whatever, if you don't agree with the way you feel about the whole situation.
No, it's not about that. It's about why would you choose to kick somebody while they're down?
No. But that's not what you said here. You made the allegation. You're having a problem with this. You make allegations and you can't back them up. How is somebody
that's what you did.
emotionally
That's what you
bankrupt if they don't agree with you.
It's not about agreeing with me. It's about making a snap judgment and not even giving the respect to finish the video. That's a fucking problem. And if you're going to defend that, I don't understand what's wrong with you.
And what's in the last 30 minutes that changes the course of his opinion?
All of the fucking evidence is in the last 30 minutes.
Evidence of what? You can't even explain anything.
Because it's real. It happened over 10 years, dude.
What do you mean? You just told me to watch the video.
What?
Can I? The last 30 minutes shows circumstantial evidence of Creepshow and Emily having text messages together, which corroborate that Creepshow knew who Emily is. Creepshow was dating Emily's ex. That's mainly the text.
That's your smoking gun?
No. What just happened today is a smoking gun. Did you even look at that evidence?
I know. This is about you.
Okay, then why are you telling me? Why are you telling me to present evidence about Emily if it's about me?
This is Nick's whole point. You are in over your head. You start these fucking witch hunts, and
he never said that to me.
you go by guilt by association and every other.
Nick never made that point to me. He never said, "Oh, you're over your." Never, ever.
That's irrelevant. But that was the point. He was sitting there goofing.
For who, dude?
He was goofing
you keep ascribing.
I know you have to interrupt me
shit to other people that doesn't exist.
What do you mean it doesn't exist? You can't even explain what exists. You can't explain yourself.
Yes, I can.
You make an allegation.
You just keep making your own shit up.
What
and then
shit?
Be like,
what
shit?
This
doesn't make
what?
sense.
Name the shit. Name one shit. Just a piece of shit. A tiny shit. Anything.
Not so much for a conversation.
Yeah, dude, you are really emotional. And you don't even make sense while you're doing it. You're really emotional. You're not entertaining. You're not funny while you do it.
Honestly,
you should really rectify the situation in a hurry.
You're a dumb woman, and nobody should pay attention to you because you can't explain yourself. Let's go to your. Let's go.
What do you want me to explain?
What do you want me to explain? I want you to explain where first of all I was dishonest.
DMs, Joe.
Explain where I was dishonest.
Play the video.
You can't do it. You're not capable.
Because
you know what it is?
An hour-long video.
You're so used to calling people names, and you're not used to being called out. So you just you throw
calling you dishonest is calling you names. Are you a fucking infant?
There's just buzzwords out there. No, you have to defend your statement. Do you understand?
You just called me several names. I'm saying your actions are dishonest.
I'm saying you're dumb, and here's the reason: because you can't explain yourself. You're saying I'm emotionally bankrupt because...
You are emotionally bankrupt. Did you hear yourself in that video?
Because...
Did you fucking hear yourself in that video?
Because I don't agree with you.
No, because you treat victims. You kick people while they're down. And you think you're a big man for doing so.
Who did I treat as a victim? I was sticking up for Nick in your terrible debate with him. Who kicked the victim?
It wasn't a fucking debate.
Yes,
it was me saying he's an asshole and him agreeing that he was. What is wrong with you?
You claimed victory on that debate. And you lied about claiming victory on it. And we have you right on this stream.
How many times do I have to tell you? My whole point was he was an asshole. He agreed that he was. Therefore, I was right. Yes?
Your whole point was he was an asshole. No, I think you're trying to do that. I think you're trying to damage him. And
How?
Just being an asshole.
How was I trying to damage him?
I could care less about
He agreed with me. Do you understand?
So
he fucking agreed with me.
Saying he's an asshole is not a point.
That's and
by him agreeing with that, he just took your argument away from him. Everything in that video was trying to get to the point where Nick, bad person. That's not an argument. You didn't help. You haven't helped Emily's case one bit. All you have done is said the critics are bad people, emotionally bankrupt. That's all you've done. You're nobody to trust.
I said that Nick was an asshole for not giving her the respect of finishing the video before coming out and demeaning her.
She's not entitled to the respect if she doesn't have some kind of smoking gun. She's not entitled to it. You upload something in 2 hours, and don't cross all the T's and dot the I's. Nick has every right to use mockery and criticism. And you know what? I don't even think it makes him an asshole. I think it makes you an asshole with the fact that you can't defend the video and you just call people names.
We never talked about defending the video. If we sat down and went through the evidence together, that's something I would have been willing to do, but that's not what happened.
The video. You just said before that Nick made a snap judgment. That's a defense of the video. And I'm saying he has every
watch the video
right. He has every right in the world.
He said it's unwatchable.
It is.
I'm not watching it.
No, but
so he criticized
the
quality of the video instead of the content within it. That makes him unfair, flippant, cruel
he had
and
only,
inhumane.
and so everything is you're cruel, you're mean, you don't have a point. Are you conceding on that?
That's my point.
Your point is so you don't have a point. You're just everybody else that criticizes is no good. Can you concede on that?
My point is that was asshole behavior.
That's asshole
That's
behavior.
it.
That's your only point. I guess what? That does nothing for your argument. That does nothing for her. You are
That
only
was
trying.
my argument,
you are
though. With
only
him,
trying
that
to
was my
smear-
entire fucking
you are
argument.
only trying to, and I'm telling you, this is what exactly. I agree with you that you're only trying to smear any kind of criticism that might come Emily's
How
way.
is that me
And
trying
Emily
to
has every
smear?
right to be criticized
How
when putting
the
an entire
fuck
video up.
is that me trying
on
to
Creep Show
smear
Art,
somebody?
You're gotta let me talk. And I'm just going to keep saying it until you hear it. Nick has every
You are
right
unbelievable.
to criticize
I need to let
a
you
video.
talk.
You're unbelievable. You're
All
afraid about
you're
what I'm saying.
doing
So you can
is
interrupt me.
ranting and raving
I
like
can't
a
get a
fucking
word in
psychopath,
edgewise.
making
Jesus
no
Christ,
sense along
God, are
the
you
way.
married? Are you fucking married? God help that poor man. You don't get anybody. You don't let me talk. Yeah, exactly.
You're
I know you're doing it on
delusional.
purpose.
You are delusional.
You're
I feel sorry for
delusional.
you.
Nick's a bad person. Guess what?
No, dude, you're
you wanna talk
fucking
about the video, I'll talk
ridiculous.
about
It's
the
like a
video.
5-year-old.
And it'd be,
You're like a
you're
5-year-old.
a 5-year-old. You've said no you the entire time. I've had deeper conversations with my 5-year-old. You're literally saying no you. This is the
No,
most sophisticated.
that's not what happened
no,
at all.
yes it is.
That's not what
This is
happened
the
at
most
all.
sophisticated no you conversation I've ever had. My son has never said emotionally bankrupt. I'll admit that, but he does go no you, and that's exactly what you're doing.
No, it's not.
No.
Try again.
That's a lot of money, I guess, for a
You
person
just
of color.
did it.
No way.
You're embarrassing yourself. Are you aware of
Do
this?
you realize how funny that is? What you just said?
Are you aware
I
of
just
how much you're
accused
embarrassing
you of
yourself right
saying
now?
no. You have no explanation other than no. It's not.
What do you want an explanation for?
Anything you've accused anybody, I'll take anything. Anything you've accused anybody of, I'll take just one thing.
What I've accused Nick of was being an
That's a lot of
asshole,
being
and
an
he
asshole.
admitted to
Being an
that.
asshole. Okay,
How many
here's what I'm
times do we need to
accusing
go
you
over
of.
that?
You don't have a proper defense of Emily's video. Emily's video is objectively bad, and the only thing you come up with is their criticizers are bad people. That's it.
So that's what we're
Assholes.
talking
And
about
you know what?
now.
Assholes.
I
That's
thought
what
it
you
was
got.
about Nick's behavior and that whole situation.
Nick's
Do you want
behavior.
to talk about
Nick's behavior
Emily's
really isn't
video?
up for-
We can get that on screen. We can talk about the evidence if you'd like.
What evidence? You can't even tell. I don't want to talk about the evidence. I'm talking
So then
about
stop
you.
fucking
You
talking
are
about it then.
not. You are
keep
in over your
switching back
head.
and forth.
You have no ability to critically think. You just go. I mean, let's
No,
look at this.
you have no
Let's look at
ability
your
to be
latest
honest
smoking
and
gun.
stay on track.
Let's look at your
You
latest
cannot
smoking
stay
gun.
on track.
You're just gonna
Every
talk over
time
me
you
because you
tell
know
me
what I'm about
you
to
want to
show.
do something and I'm willing to do it, you go off on a tangent and then say, if you want to do that, let's do it.
Sweetheart, you're doing that. I have asked you several times to explain yourself, and when I pointed out that
That's
you were
a lot
making
of money,
no
I
you
guess,
arguments,
for
you said
a
no,
person of color.
which is hysterical. It's absolutely hysterical. Where's the where's the smoking gun, Matt? I don't see it in your DMs.
DMs?
Yes.
Look at my Twitter. Look at the
Yours?
thread.
I'm talking to
Somebody,
Matt.
She's
a
talking to
community
me.
college,
Talking to Matt,
somebody
you
from Creep
rocket
Show Arts
scientist.
Community College just posted a thread sharing some pretty pertinent information about the situation and
Before we look at it, what's the smoking gun?
it's a thread from
Oh, no.
somebody who went
What's
to
in-
school
what's in-
with
sweetheart,
Creep Show Art.
sweetheart,
With
this
Creep
is
Show
easy.
Art.
I'm
Are you
gonna
gonna
say,
let me
what-
fucking talk?
Who's talking? What's in the thread?
I DM'd it to you, Tom.
Oh,
what's
and
the
look
smoking
at
gun
it. Do you
in
want me
the
to put it
thread?
on
That's a
my
lot of money,
screen?
I
Well,
guess,
you
for
know
a
what?
person of
I
color.
just want you to back up anything you're saying. Just one thing.
Dude, I'll read it out on screen. We can go through it
Okay,
together.
but you know
We do
what?
that.
If there is a smoking gun in there, you should be able to point me to it.
It's long, dude. Let's read it
Well, if
together.
it's-
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Let's read it.
No. There should be. Why does this prove that? I don't even know what you're trying to prove with this. You just say it's a smoking gun and you have no explanation.
What I'm
just like you
trying
have
to
in this-
prove now, because of what you said,
What is the
that
smoking
a new
gun?
person has
Some-
come out.
Do you have the ability to just summarize? Is that a part of your repertoire?
Yes. Listen, please don't interrupt. Somebody that went to school, community college with Creepshow Art came out and admitted and has screenshots to prove it that Creepshow Art was definitely obsessed with Emily, was stalking her, looking for personal and private information, her address, her phone number, and admitted to and was proud of stalking her, prank calling her, going after her YouTube channel, a whole bunch of things, man. It's all in the
Okay,
thread.
I have the screenshot and say there's no.
That's a lot of
response from
money,
Shannon.
I guess. For
What'd you say?
I got the screenshot on screen right now. There's just him talking to her.
Yeah. There's a part in the thread where this person says that they're going to share the information that has
the conversation. Why wouldn't they do that? Why wouldn't they do that
they
right
have
away?
They have information that has private
why
information
is
of Shannon.
a one-sided conversation
that they're going to share with authorities and that they're going to share with Emily.
See this on screen because she's going to interrupt me. This is and I don't know if this is true or not. This is the person making the allegation. I'm talking to my audience now, right? There is no conversation between Shannon and this person. And our friend here, our chain-smoking friend here, said that this is the smoking gun that proves
Can I
what
get
again?
SIGs in chats, y'all? Give me a wall full of SIGs, guys.
What does it prove? What does it prove? What does this prove? What's the smoking gun here? You don't
Still
know. do you?
circumstantial evidence.
Shannon,
do
it is.
you know what
It is
circumstantial
definitely
evidence is?
because of what this person released. It is still circumstantial evidence. But it
that's not a
proves
smoking
that.
gun. That's not a smoking gun. That's the antithesis of a smoking gun. If it's
No, it's a smoking gun. Are you not
It's
aware
not-
that people have been
no, a
convicted?
smoking gun is
People have
literally
been
a gun
convicted
that
on
smokes.
circumstantial evidence
This is
all
no,
the
a
time.
smoking gun is not
All the time.
No. Circumstantial evidence is not a smoking gun. It is literally the antithesis. Hence the word smoking gun. The police found the gun in the killers and it was smoking in front of the corpse. That's not circumstantial, is it? That is not a smoking gun. Circumstantial evidence is never a smoking gun. Not
It's
a
a
day.
smoking gun to me. What's just been released is a smoking gun to me.
All right, it's a smoking gun to you. All right, this is why nobody should listen to you.
I
Because
make it clear that
and
this
you
is my opinion.
you
Am I
talk
not
a lot-
allowed to have one?
It's your opinion. It's a smoking gun. That's fine. That means very, very different thing. That means you have absolute proof, and you don't. And this
No,
is why,
I make it clear
and
on
you
things that
talked
are my
yesterday.
opinion. I make
You
it very
fucking
clear.
lectured.
That's what the streams are
You're
about.
holding 2,000 that you lectured yesterday, Nick, about, oh my God, people might actually believe what you say. You have an audience. Well, yeah, same thing. If you use words like smoking gun when it is circumstantial evidence,
No,
you are
do you see
not
what I do?
somebody
What
to
I
be
do
taken
that Nick
seriously.
didn't do is I link the video and I say, hey, go watch the video, decide for yourself. And I wish he had done the same.
But-
Instead of just influencing people with his opinion, I put what I'm talking
But you
about
did the
on
same
screen
thing.
so
You
people
called this
can
a smoking
decide for
gun.
themselves.
You did the same thing.
No, I didn't. I
No, you
just
did.
said
You
I
called-
link
you called something
videos.
that's
I put the
circumstantial
shit I'm
evidence a smoking
talking about
gun.
on screen, and I do it so people can decide for themselves.
All right, I say this is the smoking gun, even though it's circumstantial evidence. Decide
That's
for
a lot of
yourself.
money, I
That's
guess,
the most
for a
irresponsible
person
shit
of
I've
color.
ever heard in my life. And you know what's bad about this? And we've gone through this before with this Lazo situation, with the Ali Malik situation. People like you start witch hunts.
Stop. You need to stop taking it out
People
on
like
Emily.
you start witch
Stop
hunts.
taking it
You
out
are
on Emily that other
absolutely
people have been fucking
100%
liars.
in over your head, and you're going to get somebody hurt that's innocent eventually. And that was the real
Are you
criticism.
seriously claiming
Nick-
that Shannon is innocent?
What's it?
Because
No,
that's
I'm
for,
not.
That's
I'm
for
talking
damn
about
sure
you.
that she's
I'm not
not
talking about Shannon. I've said I don't give a fuck about Shannon. I've said clearly I don't give a fuck about Emily. This entire conversation is about your responsibility to the public now that you are pulling 2,000 people an episode. And I'm showing without a doubt that you confuse circumstantial evidence deliberately, in my opinion, with something that's
I make
completely
it
and
very
totally
clear that
circumstantial.
what we're looking
You
at
don't
is
have the
circumstantial evidence
experience.
all the time.
You don't
I
have
also,
the fucking experience.
I also make it
That's a
very
lot of
clear
money.
when
Don't
I'm
have
making
the,
an
I'm not
assumption.
done. You don't have the experience to know when somebody comes out and says, "I'll show the
How
other
do you
half
know what
of
my experience is?
because
How do you know?
How long
what
you
my
been doing this and
experience
making
is?
money at it, sister?
What?
How long you been doing this and making a living and paying your bills?
Never. This
Never.
is not
Exactly.
my job.
So you have no
this
experience.
Is not my job.
So you have no experience. You have no idea what you're doing. You hit
How
an
do you know that I
algorithm
don't have
wave.
experience?
You hit an algorithm wave with a bunch of people by outrage farming, and you
Aw,
have
is
no
that what it's
idea
about?
what you're doing.
Are you
and you
upset?
are
Are you
completely and
jelly?
totally.
Are you
and I-
salty about
unlike
it? Because you've been doing this for
unlike
years.
you,
And my
unlike
channel
you,
caught a
when I
wave and
say
you're salty about what
dishonest,
this is about.
I can give an example. by calling this a smoking gun is not only stupid and potentially dangerous, because one day this
how is it dangerous? That's my opinion.
If somebody, if it's
That's
wrong,
my opinion.
if the guy's lying, did you ever
With
consider
all
the
of
fact?
the shit,
did you ever
with
consider?
all of the
did
shit
you ever
that you're-
consider? Did you ever consider the guy might be telling the truth? He might
Yes, I
not
do
be
think
telling
he's telling the truth.
Did
I
you-
believe he's telling the truth. That's the whole
did
point.
you ever consider? That's not what I asked you. I know you believe it. You're dumb enough. Did you ever consider for a second that he might be misrepresenting something?
And if he is, I will make sure to
But
stream
you called
about
it a
that
smoking gun.
because I believe it is.
Oh, I believe it is. Oh, boy.
That's a lot of money, I guess.
Well, that
smoking gun
is
is
mental
like DNA
gymnastics in an
Yes.
unapologetic mental gymnastics in a ways that
No,
I've
you're
never
doing
seen
mental
before.
gymnastics.
Yeah, I know you won't be able to explain it because you have no idea what it means. So, I mean, just like you can't explain why I've been dishonest at all. All you can say is repeated. The no you. You are the master of the no you argument. And you know what? This drama is going to go away one day. And you're going to get
What?
hooked onto another one.
Wait,
and
what'd you
then
say?
it's just going to be a matter of fucking time. Yeah, you know what? This one might be 100% on the money.
You're
But
so
do you get
jealous,
pussy?
honey.
Jealous of
Jesus.
nothing. I've
Contain
seen
yourself.
people's lives ruined from idiots like you in your
Whose
trailer
life
park
is
from your
being
shitty
ruined?
computer.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
What do you
Whose
mean?
life is being
give it
ruined?
because I have experience. I've seen these giant. See, you outrage farm, right?
No, I don't. I
it's
talk
the
about what I care
lowest-
about.
It is the lowest. I'm sure you care about it, but it's the lowest
do.
common denominator. And the fact is,
No, honey, you cater to the lowest
misuse
common
words,
denominator.
You misuse
You
words,
fucking
and when
scream
you're
about
called
bullshit.
out,
You don't know
and
what
when
you're talking
called
about
out-
ever.
God, when you're called out on it, you say, "Well, I believe that. That's my truth." How about this, journalist? What is the truth? You can't
I
even
never called
explain it.
myself a journalist.
You can.
Why
It
do you
doesn't
keep?
matter.
Why
It
do you
doesn't matter.
keep
You're
putting
doing
shit
journalism.
into my mouth
You're doing
that I
journal.
don't feel and that I never said?
Shithead. You're doing journalism.
No, I'm
and
not.
you could hurt somebody if you fuck this up.
I'm not
Can you
doing.
agree
I
on
am
that?
not doing journalism
Can
at
you?
all.
All right. Can you? Whatever it is, the fuck you want to call it. Let's call it your truth. All right. Whatever it is.
No, I'm streaming.
Do you
I'm
realize?
talking about how I
do you
feel
realize
about a situation
that
on
if
the
you
internet.
fuck this up and that guy's lying, that you could get somebody hurt or accused of something and jumped on and piled on if you don't have all the facts. If you're running around saying something's a smoking gun, and when you're called out on it, just when I did, say, "Well, I think it is," even though it's not objectively.
Do you get pussy?
Dude, I swear.
I believe it's a smoking gun.
Okay.
There's
all right.
evidence that wasn't shared
Do you understand
publicly.
what I just said? Do you
There's
understand what I just said?
evidence
It's
that wasn't
not.
shared
It's
publicly.
not.
Do you not
Look,
understand that?
Look. If I say I'm a fucking jet fighter, I'm not a jet fighter. All right. If I say I'm a horse, I'm still not a horse. If you say it's a smoking gun just because you want to believe it, it doesn't make it a smoking gun. Do you understand that?
So
Do
that's
you
your only
understand
problem?
that? Do you
That's your only
understand that?
problem?
I'm not going to say
That's
you're going
your
to answer the
problem.
question.
That's a lot
Do
of
you
money, I
understand
guess.
that?
That's your problem that
Do
I
you
called it a
understand
smoking
that?
gun.
Do you understand
That's
that?
the problem.
Do you understand what I said?
And I'm asking you,
Do
that's
you
your only
No,
problem?
you're going to answer me first, and then I'll answer your question. Do you understand what I just said?
Understand what?
Okay, that. If Jesus Christ, do you understand? When you say something like a smoking gun, when it objectively isn't, and when you're called out on it, and you just say, "Well,
That's
it's
a lot of money,
circumstantial,"
I guess,
but I
for
think
a
it's a
person of
smoking
color.
gun. Don't you realize that you are actually?
Why are you trying to argue with the way that I feel? It's you are sitting there having a problem with a difference of opinion.
You don't think. You don't think at all. You're a
smoking gun to
stereotypical
me.
woman in a situation where you're in over your head. And I got news for you. My wife can't stand people like you that play like this. See, she's gone her whole life trying to get away from the stereotype that women
That's
can
a lot
only
of money,
feel
I
and they
guess,
can't
for
objectively
a
think.
person of
And
color.
think, oh, you are embarrassing the shit out of them right now.
No, you're embarrassing your wife, and you're
I'm
embarrassing
not
yourself.
embarrassing my wife. I'm not embarrassing
you
my
are.
wife. My wife
You
knows what the
certainly
fuck
are.
I'm doing. She knows exactly what I'm
certainly
doing.
are.
And she can't stand some stupid girl that doesn't understand the words that are coming out of her mouth, that doesn't understand what she's saying, what she's doing, what kind of impact on it. And when she's pinned up against the wall, you go, "I feel."
No, that
Yes,
is
you
not what
just
happens
did
at
it.
all.
You just did it.
I have
You
a serious
just
question
did
for
it.
you. Can I ask you a question before we continue?
Go. I answered one. You didn't answer mine, but I'll try to answer yours.
Are you being serious, or is this just
No,
entertainment?
I'm not
for
being
you?
serious. The whole thing's a big fucking joke. I asked you a serious question. I told you I was going to a convo, and all you've done is interrupt me in a void.
No, I haven't. You have a problem with reality.
And no, you.
You
So
have a
we
problem
have
with
reached an
reality.
impasse, have we? You'll
What?
just say anything. You'll say anything. You're not objective. It's like, God, calling people biased. And,
I'm objective as I can be. Have you even watched my streams?
You dangerously mince words
I'm
and say
incredibly
you have
fair.
Smoking gun is absolute proof. There's no other way around it. That's what it means. Absolute proof.
Under the circumstances, that is a smoking gun.
No,
to
it
me.
isn't. It's not absolute. You
disagree.
did that. You
Listen,
did that.
you disagree. That's fine.
That is not
Why
something-
Why is it that I can say, okay, you disagree, cool. Why can't you say the same?
No, because
we feel
it's
differently.
objective, because something it's not true. Because what you're saying is not true. You're entitled. I'm
You
not telling
don't-
I'm
you
not
d-
telling
I
you that
think
you're
it's
not entitled to believe it.
absolutely incredible that you are weighing in on a situation that you don't even know about.
I did not
You don't
say that
even
you're
know the
not
facts
entitled.
of the situation.
You are welcome to. You are welcome to.
Means
You are
nothing
welcome.
to
You
me
are
under the
welcome to believe.
circumstances.
You are welcome to believe something is a smoking gun when it objectively isn't. You are complete. I would never take that away from you. I believe in freedom of speech and expression, but that doesn't make it true. It doesn't make it any more true that I'm going to be in the FaZe clan next week. See, do you see what I'm saying here? I'm not going to be in the FaZe clan, and you don't have a smoking gun. Do you understand that?
Do you know the situation at all?
No question with a question. Do you understand what I just said?
It's a smoking gun.
Did you understand what I just said?
Of events.
Did you understand what I just said?
Yes, and I disagree with you.
No,
Do you not understand that?
How can you disagree? So I'm going to be in the FaZe clan next week?
I'm not talking about the fucking
That's
FaZe
what
clan. I'm talking
You
about
refuse to answer
whether
any
it's a
questions.
smoking gun or not.
You are completely,
Stay on
totally
track.
dishonest. You are totally dishonest. You have no idea what you're saying. You can't sit there and say something is true when it isn't. And then when you're called out and say, well, it's my truth, that's what you're doing. And then when you get an argument and you point it out, you go, no, without any kind of explanation. You are completely in over your head.
I just said, based on the series of events and what has been released by both Emily and others, it is a smoking gun.
That's not a smoking gun. That's not what a smoking gun means. You understand that? That's what you're saying is not the definition of a smoking gun. So
under the circumstances.
That's not, under the circumstances, nothing. It's either a smoking gun. It's a binary fucking thing. Do you know what that means?
I spoke to somebody.
Or it's not true. It's not true because you want to believe.
Listen to this for a moment, okay? Listen to me for a moment. I spoke to a family member of mine who works in law enforcement, and based on everything that's been released, especially today, this family member told me that there is a good case that this could be prosecuted in the judicial system.
And why should I believe
you? Was released today.
It charged with what?
It depends on the state. And it depends on the laws that are in place.
Did this magical relative of yours give an actual charge?
No.
So
what they said to me was it depends on the state. It depends on the state. It depends on the precedent that has been set in the state.
All right.
Based on the text laws.
Depending on what state, what charge could be filed? Did you bother to ask?
What
No,
do
you
you mean?
didn't. No, you didn't. Exactly.
What do you mean?
What can they be charged with? You say this magical invisible
I just
person.
said it depends on the state. What
depends? What depends? What can you be charged with? Could be charged with murder in one state and fucking rape in the other?
It depends on a lot of different factors.
Oh, Jesus, that's weasel words. Jesus,
no, that's how the law works, man.
No, that doesn't. You don't know anything.
The law
you
works.
brought an imaginary person and you can't fucking say my family member says so. That's an argument. You have proved everything I've said about you with this tale about somebody in law enforcement that you are a relative of, which we can't corroborate whatsoever. And when you're fucking called out on it, you say it depends.
That's a lot of money, I guess.
What could they be charged with? I don't know. Make something up. Use your imagination. What could they possibly be charged with? Because I'll tell you my experience. Nobody ever gets charged.
It occurred.
No, what?
It depends on
what
the
occurred?
state in which it
what
occurred.
You can't even tell me why I was dishonest. I'm starting to wonder if you even know what happened.
If you want to talk about how you were dishonest, I said put it on screen and we will discuss it.
Put what? I can't put it on screen if I don't know what it is. You genius.
For a person of color.
Put my stream on where I reacted to you.
What? No, you just said I was dishonest. And look.
Because you were.
All right, let me tell you. You say I was dishonest and you don't explain yourself, just like you've done.
You've been dishonest in this stream as well.
I'll tell you what happened in the stream, because I'm not fucking dragging this out much longer. You say I'm dishonest, and you don't explain yourself, not unlike you have done in this entire conversation.
Because, dude, you are so dishonest that I'm not going to waste my time without something on
I'll
screen.
give you $100 right now if you tell me why. $100. $100. Tell me why.
You need visuals on screen,
$100.
or else you just go off on tangents and refuse to live in reality.
Tell me why I'm
so
dishonest.
Put it on screen, and we shall
discuss.
Tell
me why I can't put it on screen if I don't know what it is.
It's an hour long.
Jesus Christ. Talk about dishonest, right, Matt?
The guy who's not Tommy, just go to the portion of the video where he's on screen. Skip a little bit ahead.
Do it for an hour. We already went over it.
It's an hour long.
You know, and here's another thing. You never go into it. Watched it. You don't think I prepped for this? You never say anything.
I say a lot. Are you
say
serious?
you say a lot, but you don't say where I'm dishonest.
You're dishonest about my intentions. You misrepresent almost everything about me because you keep ascribing intentions and arguments that I was never trying to make.
That would be a straw man. What did I do? You can't. That's my point.
I just told you.
You didn't. You just said I did something. You didn't give me an example why I did it.
I don't know
where I did it. Yeah, let's go back to what you just said. I ascribed arguments to you that you never made. Give me one.
You made a whole bunch.
One. I'll give you $100.
As the video continued.
One example, please.
As the video you kept. Let me think. What was? It was so many weird fucking things.
I'm starting to think you're lying. I think you're not.
How am I lying? I'm telling you to put it on screen.
I think it's completely.
Why do you refuse?
I think it's completely plausible to think you're lying because you can't explain yourself. I think that's reasonable. You're either really dumb or you're lying.
No, dude. You just had a bunch of word salad that is hard for me to remember without having it on screen.
So you
everything out of your mouth.
You fully admit right now that you have no idea.
Assumptions about me.
You're basically. You know what you just said. You're saying you had no idea what you're talking about.
That I never said.
Sweetie.
That's dishonest.
You're saying you have no idea what you're talking about. You can't give an example. You're just saying, and then when you're pointing out, you said word salad. You refuse to say it. You know why?
You did. No. Okay, let me tell you this. This is what you did. Almost everything that you were accusing me of, you were actively doing.
What did I accuse you of?
Motives I didn't have. Trying to make points I didn't make.
But what's the name? One of the motives?
Put it on screen.
What?
Dude.
Put what on screen? I can't go through it out. That's a completely ridiculous thing.
You argue dishonestly.
You know what? No, you argue dishonestly because you can't either remember or it didn't happen. And I'm on much firmer ground on that because you are incapable of explaining yourself.
I'll put it on screen. Do you want me to put it on screen?
Tell me give me the timestamp that you refuse to give me for almost an hour now.
I'll put it on screen so I can control it. I'll put it on screen so I can control it.
But then I can't see it. So how fair is that?
But you'll be able to hear it. Isn't that all that matters?
No, it's not. You have to. This is why I wanted to do it through Discord.
Okay, then you control it. If you want to control it,
all right, give me the timestamp.
Oh, okay.
All we need is a timestamp.
All we need for literally an hour. All we need is a timestamp. I can.
Why can't you just go to the video and skip about?
It's an hour long of just.
She's the one that's dishonest.
Do you get pussy?
Dude, I slay.
It's always the same.
I'm
not going to repeat them. I told you examples. I'm not going to repeat them. She never even gave me one. She just says me dishonest. Says you're bankrupt. There's nothing to back it up. She's gonna fucking slazzo somebody. That's my point with this whole thing, folks. She's going to slazzo somebody.
I'm gonna be right back, Tommy.
Can you hear it?
No, this doesn't work that way. You don't have the tech to do this. That's why I wanted to get you on Discord. And I'm not gonna yell at you.
I'm gonna tell you the timestamp and then you put it on screen.
Exactly. Right? Oh my god. Yes.
No, that's what we decided.
Do it.
You told me to tell you the timestamp. That's what I'm doing.
Give me the timestamp. Give me the number.
Hold on. I'm finding it.
I can't have this. I got people giving me money to do this, and you're just like, you're holding up the whole thing, trying to find something that probably doesn't exist.
What are you talking about Nick again?
Well, I'm not talking about anything. I'm waiting for the timestamp, you liar. You said you were going to give me a timestamp. You refused to do it.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. Hold on, give me a second.
Well, here's the problem. I got people donating and being part of the show, and I don't do this dead air horse shit. I do this for a living. And it's not fair that you can hold up my whole show because you can't come up with an argument or a timestamp.
Start at 1:15.
115.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, and I would suggest you speeding it up, and let's just watch it through and pause at each point.
I only can do the audio this way. You'll be able to hear it clearly, though. Okay, I'm starting at 1:15:04. Is that okay?
Yeah, just start, and I would
here we go.
speed it up and poise at every point.
I don't have to speed it up. We can clear. I hate that. I want it clear for everybody and
Okay.
the audience too. So you'll be able to hear it. If you have any problems hearing it at any time, please tell me.
It's taking.
Yeah, it is a fallacy. All right, if it's biased, point out what's wrong with it. Oh my God, that's the same argument I've been making all day. If he's just saying shit to say shit to defend her, and she's wrong.
No, he seemed biased against Emily, and I didn't understand why. Why did he
That's a
choose
lot of money, I guess,
to
for
be
a person
so
of color.
callous? First of all, he didn't even watch her video in its entirety before he started demeaning it. Like, oh my God.
Wrong, Nick would almost naturally be speaking bullshit, and it should be very easy to debunk, which obviously can't be. She's just outraged by it.
Side, I'm openly saying that she probably did all the lol cow shit.
Yeah.
She's schizo posting on forums pretending to be other people. There's a 99% chance that's true. And I openly
Wait, how
said that
do you
she went
not
around
see
telling
that?
people in private to not defend her. So I don't understand where you
Yeah,
think
I
I'm
remember.
taking
Actually-
Shannon's side.
No, I read those out, but I'm talking about against Emily Artful. How do you not see that as a puzzle piece, as pattern of behavior?
Because he's not stupid. I mean, Jesus. I mean, like, how did you understand why I say that's stupid, right?
No, explain.
Because if one thing is true, it doesn't automatically mean you have proof for the other thing.
Yeah, no, but it means it could be
But so how
true,
is
and
it just
pattern
a-
of behavior matters a whole
but
lot.
That's not airtight, though. That's just
I'm not
circumstantial
saying I never
bullshit.
said it was.
Yeah, but no. What do you mean? You're the one running around saying smoking guns and shit.
Yeah, today.
You're basically
Today is a
telling
whole
him-
new day.
what you're telling
At this
him, and by the way,
point,
this has nothing
new
to do with me
evidence
being-
had not come out.
You're telling
Today's a new
him
day.
because he doesn't make the connection or feel the way you
He
do.
didn't
That's a lot
even
of money,
watch
I
the
guess,
video,
for a person
homie.
of color.
He didn't watch the whole video.
Oh God, we've already went through this. He stopped halfway
Because that's
fucking
the whole
through,
point.
and he stopped halfway through. He has every right to watch the
course.
video and criticize it as it's going on. Every right in the world.
But dude, do you not? That was so dishonest of you to blame me for why he didn't finish. That happened 24 hours prior. My stream where I was criticizing his tweets.
But I know
that was
it's not,
a whole
I'm not
day
blaming
later.
you. I think it's an absolutely bad faith fucking argument. He had time to finish it, and you're sitting there.
You said that to me in the beginning of the stream. You tried to blame me.
He stopped it to
You
talk
tried
to
to blame me
How about
for
this?
why he didn't
Two can play at
finish.
this game. How can you sit there and call him names without allowing him to fucking finish it? I mean, that's the same stupid argument. You didn't.
I asked him on stream, did you finish it? He said, still no.
And then you talked anyway. And then
What
you
is that?
used.
What do you
And then
mean?
this is what makes it so crappy. He said, no, I didn't watch the whole thing yet. And you accepted him as a guest on your stream. And then you used against him that he didn't finish it.
Because that's a problem. How are you going to judge something that you haven't
It's
watched?
a problem to sit there and be aware that he hadn't finished it and use that argument that he hadn't finished it and willingly have a conversation with him. Wouldn't it have been a little smarter to let him finish it and I'll talk to you when you're done? No, because that would have taken your only fucking argument
If
away
he
from
had
you.
said that to me, Tommy, if he had said to me, hey, let me finish, I agree, I should have finished it before I made a judgment, I would have said, okay, finish it, we'll talk after that. That's not what he said to me.
Yeah, I know, but that's the thing. That's the
So how the
only thing.
fuck is that my fault?
It's not your fault. It's the fact that
So then
you
what the
stopped.
fuck are you talking
were
about?
well aware that he stopped it to talk to you, yet you still
Yeah, that
chose
was
to
the problem.
You still chose to use it against him.
Do you
And
he
that
didn't
is
stop
the
trying to
definition.
blame me
That is
for
the
why
definition.
he stopped
No, I'm not
watching the
blaming you.
video.
I'm saying you're
He
just-
kept saying he stopped watching the video because he didn't care and he wasn't
what did we
interested.
find out about the last 30 minutes of the video? There is more. There's no meat and potatoes, like you said. You said there's meat and potatoes there, and there's none.
Yeah, there is.
No,
That's
there
where
isn't.
all
You
the
can't
meat and
name it.
potatoes
We're not
were.
going this route again. You can't name it. And you
Because
agreed with
it's a
Matt.
lot,
You
dude.
agreed with
It's a
Matt that it was
lot.
all circumstantial when he was on here
Almost
before.
all of the evidence is
What
circumstantial.
evidence?
I've
And
never
this is what
said
I'm talking
otherwise.
about. What
It's
evidence?
all circumstantial.
Name
There's
one
no
thing.
smoking gun.
There's no smoking gun. There's nothing.
The smoking gun occurred today. I did not say that
The
yesterday.
smoking gun didn't occur
I
today
said that
because
today.
you said it was circumstantial. Circumstantial and smoking gun. That's like you're saying
Here we go
somebody's
again.
big and small and tall at the same time. You're
No,
literally
it's not.
saying that.
No, it's not at all.
Yes, it
No,
is.
it's not. And
You
it's
have-
based
you
on a
have no
conversation
command
I
language
had with law
whatsoever.
enforcement.
You'll say absolutely anything, and when you're pinned down, you'll play the my truth game, which is exactly what you've
It's
done
not
here
about
today.
my
And
truth.
where?
This
okay.
is
Where
based
is
on
the
the evidence
timestamp
that you're
where
unaware
I
of.
lie? where is the timestamp where I'm dishonest? You don't know where it is. And I think, and you only have 1 minute.
Dude, the entire time you were dishonest. That's why I want to watch it.
1 minute to find where I slandered you.
Do you want to know why it's hard to pin down the timestamp?
I don't want to change
because you were
constantly.
dishonest the entire time.
You have 1 minute to show where
you were dishonest the entire time.
Okay, no, you have 1 minute to show me one example.
It's the entire thing, dude.
Entire thing. So you can't explain yourself.
It's the assumptions you were making about me based on nothing. The assumptions you made based on Emily based on nothing. I made assumptions
based on what you said. I paused the video and told you why you were wrong, which is more than you've done for me.
Why did you feel the need to make those assumptions about Emily? That if somebody did sit down and pick apart her video, that they would definitely find lies in it.
You know why? You know why? Because when she was in, and I'm going to give you, this is what I'm asking of you. Because when she was in when she was in your chat, she said that Nick sounded a lot like her ex-boyfriend. Her ex-boyfriend being probably the guy you have the most evidence on and being a complete piece of crap. Okay, that is, what does she have? 500,000 subs, Matt?
Emily Artful?
Yeah,
400,000, I think.
400,000 subs. That was a sneak attack. And listen,
no, it wasn't.
I'm done. No.
Nick
that's how you swing your audience, and you don't know what you're talking about because you're brand new. Shut up! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up and let me finish! Shut the fuck up!
She
You
was
want
very
to
specific.
shut the fuck up!
She was
Shut
very
up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
She
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
his
Shut up!
worldview,
Shut up! Shut up!
he reminds me
Shut up
of
and
just
let me
wanting to
finish.
watch
You
the
don't want
world
me to
burn.
talk to you.
She was very specific.
Emily has. I'm gonna
so
fucking.
to try to
silence her for a
reach
minute.
and try to make it into she's calling him a rapist.
I'm going to
you're just
explain why I
being
don't
fucking
buy
dishonest.
Emily. I am cutting her off. All
You're
right?
being dishonest.
No, I can't even fucking explain myself. How you can't even, you can't even explain
Every
yourself.
time I try to talk, you go.
I don't buy Emily because if she put a video in
Based on what?
Let me finish. I don't buy Emily.
You're a problem. You know that. You're not even entertaining
you
about
won't
it.
let me talk,
You're not
you
funny.
stupid
You're
broad.
not intelligent.
You're dumb as a fucking brick.
You need
and
to
you're
work
gonna
it
drive
out.
some poor guy
This
to his
is why
grave
your
early.
channel is
Your
not
husband's
doing
going
well.
to die at
Are
50
you aware
years
of
old
this?
because you can't shut up. You're just going on and on and on. And it's just enough to make any man want to blow his fucking brains out. Boy, at least you get a good stream out of that. My God, let me finish. Thank you. I don't buy Emily's story because when Nick was in the chat,
Do you get pussy?
That's your donation. That's the donation.
That wasn't her. All right, I don't buy Emily's story.
Simmer down, bro.
Shut the fuck up, you stupid bitch! I can't believe you made me say that. God!
I can handle
Shut
it.
the
I'm not a
fuck
child.
up! I don't buy Emily. At least she's lost a lot of credibility with me because when it was in. Get her fucking out of here, that fucking cunt! Get out! Bye! I'm done with you.
Okay.
Bye. I've never treated a woman like that on the air that I wasn't joking around with. Oh,
Are we done?
All right, I threw her out. I can't take it. It's just a circular conversation anyway.
You banged the keyboard and you typed in the chat.
That's a lot of money, I guess.
Discord chat.
for a
My
person of
fucking
color.
God. I don't buy Emily's. I'm going to get this out one way or another. Don't you interrupt me. I don't buy Emily's story because when she saw Nick goofing on her video, she immediately compared him to the dude in the video who's pretty scummy, I admit, right? I know as a YouTuber, and I've seen it, that was a way to swing at Nick. If she is that quick to exaggerate on the spot, it is completely plausible that she exaggerated in her
Do you get
video.
pussy?
Dude, I slay.
So that's why I don't buy her story. Does it mean she's not telling the truth? Does it mean that she doesn't have something that's legitimate against Creepshow Art? No. But it definitely kills her credibility. And you know what? I think her credibility has been totally destroyed. I do a stupid show. She just talks over you. She didn't want me to say that.
That's a
And
lot
she
of money,
knew
I
I was
guess,
going to
for
say
a
just
person of
that.
color.
If she freaked out over Nick, it's completely plausible that she rushed the video, made a mistake, and or exaggerated. I don't think she's credible. I don't think anybody in the T community is credible, and I don't think that this story is anything other than what it seems. Creepshow is probably just a rotten friend, and they've tried to turn
Do you
this-
get pussy?
Dude, I slay.
That I'm gonna have to change that because now I actually.
I was just about to say that you're gonna have to change that donation.
I'm gonna have to change that.
All right, so I'm guessing the debate is done, right?
What debate? She didn't let you talk.
The conversation.
No, she didn't do that to Nick.
Oh, she knew what she was doing.
She didn't do that to Nick.
You want to take calls?
No, she did. She had a back and forth conversation with Nick, and every time I went to explain myself, she would interrupt.
You notice how cordial it started, and then
as
soon
she didn't answer one question, not one.
Yeah.
She changed the subject or answered a question with a question. This is the person that's going to be the next drama queen? Holy fuck.